Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World number 4. Train Sim World number 3. No, we don't need you anymore. Your time is done. Your work here is over. You can go rest now. It's Train Sim World 4. Where last time we did the Doncaster to Peterborough to Doncaster thing and then got confused by a steam train. This time it's the S-Bahn Voralberg, the one that goes from the Austrias into the Germanys and probably back again. It doesn't just go one way, otherwise all the trains would end up in Germany. And that'd be bad, because there'd be no trains in Austria. Then you'd have to do another line going from Germany back to Austria. It's one line. It goes, there and back again. So that's what we're going to do. If you're watching this on the YouTubes, hi. I was waving at my screen just then. This going out on a day, I don't know when, possibly a Saturday if I can be bothered to do it. There'll be other things on, it's going to be one of those. There'll be other things on other days. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get this game. I know. To the Twitch page where you can watch this sort of stuff live. I know. And to the Discord server as well, where people enter and never speak. And no, Connor, I was actually going to do that this afternoon, but ended up spending most of my afternoon not only watching pirates, but watching cruise videos. I now want to go on a cruise. That's a whole different discussion. Anyway, good evening to Ethan, Connor, Trent, Craig, and Uncle. So yes, we did the training on the train training in the last one at the end for the train going on.
Looks like I have 41 mobs with that there, Steve. Also, what are the moths?
Well, thank you for that, Trent. They get more and more random each month. Me and Ethan on a cruise together. I don't think he'd cope with that somehow. But yes, after seeing lots of cruise videos today, that's another thing on my list of things to do. Anyway, good evening to Crispy. I'm going to start eventually. Right, let's go to a route then. Tomorrow, by the way, we will get there. Antelope Valley, the valley full of antelopes. We're looking forward to counting how many antelopes there are. That's tomorrow. But for now, the S-Bahn Vorarlberg. But why is there? I was got slightly confused then. Why is there the Azuma here? It's not. The picture doesn't change. We'll go to a timetable. We'll go to the S-Bahn thing. We're going on. I got to click on the train, haven't I? I forgot what to do for a second. We'll go to Bludenz via the thing. Let's do one a bit later, so it's actually light. Let's do that one. The Bludenz to Bregenhaven. We'll keep the date as today because that's the date. And we'll do whatever one I've just clicked on. It's a bit odd, isn't it? That's quite lit up, not the bright light up. Why has they just got a red board around it? Why don't they just light it up like purple or something? That'd be quite. That's not the full run, isn't it? What's the full run then? Bludenz to Lindau? But it's Lindau to Bludenz. It's an hour and a half. There's lots of many of the runs. Bludenz to Lindau. We'll do Lindau to Bludenz then. We go the other way around. Fine, we'll do this one then. We'll do the Lindau to Bludenz. Fine. Or do Bludenz to Lindau. We'll do it that way around. Let's do that one then. We'll do it. Oh, that's nice. The Cajon Pass. Or Cajun Pass. In Cajun food type thing. Cajun cuisine, that's Mexican, isn't it? Anyway. Lots of you. No, we don't want track IR on, thank you. It confuses me in this. Let's put the game volume up. Right, unlocking doors. Hang on, now we've got to shove the thing in the thing. Hang on. Okay, doors are being unlocking. Oh god, now I don't remember what to do this now, let me. Reverser into forward. And that's, we'll put instrument lights on. And that's probably it, isn't it? Cruise control. Brake handle. Oh yeah, the brake handle thing. Where it just goes into drive. I don't seem to do anything else. Hi Owen. Wait until 8:09. We can do that. So yeah, we're longer than we were in the trainee thing. It sounds like a duck. If hang on, lights. Where were... I've seen something with lights. Hang on. Cab lights, train lights on. Oh, it's train. That's inside the train. Instrument lights. Sander. Signal lights. Cruise control. That's good. I've done that. Horn. Reverser. That's reverser. That's the door things. Up on the right. Really? Why are they up there? That's just stupid. There we go. It's fine. Have we got windows? Oh, this is the one with the little tiny windows, isn't it? You can get a Burger King through there, would you? Where are we going, by the way? Newsiders, Ludesh. I'm going to pronounce these all wrong, just warning you. Nenzing, Schlins, Frastans, Fieldkirk, Amberg, Rankweil, Sulzrollhith, Klaus, another one, Gotzis, Attach what? Honems, Dornburn. Oh, we'll get to those. That's many places. We've got to lock the doors. That was a noise. Oh, the little switchy thing here moves when you lock the doors. What are my thoughts on the game? I'm loving it. Oh, that's the McDonald's thing, isn't it? Okay, so that thing we don't seem to have to touch because that's just in drive. But we got... Where's my thing? It's there in the right hand. We got the control thing. So we do the moving forward now, hopefully. You notice I've opened my windows, yet here... Oh, no, they are open slightly on the inside. Okay, no, it does work. Right, 2.2k. So this is an hour and a half long. Not as long as the route that we're going to be doing tomorrow in the Americas. When you first played this, I made it feel like a bit like a DLR because of the fast acceleration and braking. They are only small windows. So yeah, 2 and a bit hours is the American one. We're doing that tomorrow lunchtime for those watching live. For those not watching live, I'm still doing it tomorrow lunchtime. I'm no longer on the beta version as well, or the pre-release version. So interesting to see if it actually is less laggy. There's a little bit of lag there. Flying Scotsman, the same as any other steam train, really. We will try at some point the high-speed run in that. That's some snowy mountains. And there's lag. And 1.2k to Newsiders. I probably will be streaming this on lunchtime on the 23rd of December, because that'll be a Saturday, I think. Okay, it brakes well. Oh yeah, I might not be streaming it. I'm trying to do this. Or 2033. Oh no, I'll be long. Blimey. I won't be doing this in 2025. Alone 2033. We have arrived at the first stoppie. You'll be doing it. Or are you going to start doing the YouTubes? Good luck. It will be a new one in 2025. Yeah, it'll be a new one in 2024. This time next year, Train Sim World 5. You can probably stream from your Xbox and all. Why are they all getting off and just standing on the platform? What's going on there? Why are you just standing there, people? Okay. That's a thing. Broken passengers. Yes, one of the many bugs, I should imagine. And not the Volkswagen kind. Right, Ludesh is next. Where's the creepy passenger? That was only in Train Sim Classic. We get to see an inside view. Right, 2K. So it's a very frequent stopper, this one. It's got some good audio. We like that. Yeah, I don't do bug reporting. I just moan about them. Right, full power. Got to get the volume right. Bring it down a little bit. So we can accelerate quite quickly, but then we got to brake quite quickly as well. So we can actually get up to line speed. Blimey. I didn't think we'd do that. Oh, there's no way we're going to stop at this one, is there? Ladies and gentlemen, we won't be stopping at Ludesh. Unless these brakes work really well. Oh god, we got wheel slip. Oh, I don't know. Blimey. Hey, you know what? Considering I was full on the brakes from... That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's me being a skillful driver, obviously. They're just going to get off and stand again. Or they're going to wander about. Oh, no, no, no. No, they're fine. They're wandering about here. Does look nice with the hills are alive to the sound of hills being alive. It's a thing. It was a thought that went through my head. It's been a long day. It's not hard to get up till 8:30. I quite like these lazy days. Right, lock doors. There's another train. And you can tell that by the way that it is another train. 5 kilometers to the next place. Nenzing. Where we're due at 8:19. I think we're actually roughly on time as well. Does look very nice. There's a little bit of lag. Not as laggy as Peterborough to Doncaster was. We'll see what it's like when we pass another train on the tracks. What we'll try at the end of this, because this route's an hour and a half, we'll see what scenarios there are and then see if we can spawn in a train and get that going. I'm sure when I was fiddling around with this the other weekend, I could spawn in a 323. I'm sure I didn't spot it last night though, with the trains that I could spawn in. Oh, still speeding. Yeah, I'm sure it's on my list though, of trains I could spawn in, but I couldn't get it moving. Yeah, this line does look very, very, very nice. Hopefully we actually go up in, I don't know if it's just a flat line. I know we go into Germany. And I'm guessing... Hang on, I don't know which end I've started. Have I started in Germany or have I started in Austria? I don't know. And this is mountainous, so I'm guessing this is Austria. Although Germany has mountains. I don't know these things. Close the main circuit breaker to draw power from the overhead lines. Oh god, hang on. So, hang on, where were we getting the power from before? Those overhead lines were there, surely. Well, we just... Someone put a couple of double A's in it? Right, braking. Right, unlocking the door on the left. Because unlocking the one on the right, people would just be really confused as to why there's a big step. Are they going to get off and walk about? Oh, yes, they are. So just that first station where people are confused. Does look very nice. I've no idea where we are. Well, Nenzing. You appear to have pizza. Nice. Well, it's a Friday night. Doors are locking. Schlins. Is that in, hang on. Alexa, where is Schlins?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Useful. Thanks for that. See, when you want information... I don't know what country we're in. I don't know where we started. And the Amazon device doesn't know. Right, 1.3 kilometers from a place that doesn't seem to exist. Can someone tell me what country we're in? I'm guessing Austria. There's a train. Oh, that's the Vectron thing. We're in Germany. Okay. So we're going from Germany to Austria. Okay. Thank you. See, someone's paying attention. This says Austria. What? It does. Hey? Right, so Schlins is in Austria and not Germany. We're about 45 seconds late. Clap, clap, clap. So at what point do we enter Germany then? So is the other end Lindau? Is that Germany? You don't cross the border until approach to Lindau. Oh, right at the end. Okay, so Lindau is in Germany. The rest of it's in Austria. So if I had started in Lindau, I would have started in Germany and entered Austria. Now I'm starting in Austria and entering Germany. That makes sense, doesn't it? Clap, clap, clap. Why is the train clapping? Okay, 4.8 kilometers to Frastans. Sounds like some sort of dessert. Yeah, I'll have the Frastans, please. With some extra fras. It's the same country. Well, no, because this route crosses the border. It's the first route they've ever done that crosses from one country to another. I know it crosses from Austria to Germany. I just didn't know at what point. But apparently it's on the way into Lindau. Oh, hang on. That's probably a better screenshotty. If it's the mountains in the background. I'm already preferring this train over the Zuma. The Zuma was quite, well, I think boring is the word. Still a little bit of lag. Okay, thanks. Now shut up and eat your pizza. Yes. So yeah, we're currently in Austria. We crossed from Austria to Germany between Lochau, Horbrands and Lindau. Yeah, there is definitely still some lag. Lindau is Germany. Oh, I give up. No, that is right. No, yeah, sorry. Lindau's Germany. We're currently in Austria. See, this is confusing. Right. Breaking into Frasdans. It's two countries. Well, that's true. But this is me. The brakes are very good. This is my sort of route, bit of a commuter-y type thing. I imagine it's be quite interesting in the snow. That was a noise. Unlocking doors. Are people going to get on this time, or are they all getting off? If they're all getting off, surely going to run out of passengers at some point. Nope, they're getting off. Is anyone actually going to get on? Oh, yep, no, yep, okay. Nope, several people are in fact getting on the train. I was just some sort of portal to another dimension. People get off but never get on. Okay, we're now locking doors. Doors are being locked. Clap, clap, clap. That clap, clap, clap is this switch, by the way, that locks the doors. It makes a noise. Feldkirch is next. In 3.5 of the K. We're roughly on time. This isn't going to, last, obviously, because it's an hour and a half long route, which is quite lengthy as routes go. It's an hour and a half. So it does show that they can make longer routes. Say the one we're going to do tomorrow in the America one is 2 and a bit hours. So that's all the stream will be tomorrow. Hopefully that's lag free. So we've got 110 speed limit in 1.6k. This is 2 trains coupled together. That's definitely lag. Yeah, you said that. It'll let you just go through it. So if you don't stop, you can just go through rather than make you reverse. Right, so here's our 110 section. Yeah, it came up with like objective failed or something, but lets you just carry on to the next one. Well, handy for me because of the whole overshooting thing. That's dark. That's definitely dark. That's dark. Shame these screens don't work though. So I'm braking towards a station that I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. We see the light. Or do these screens work? Can I actually put something on? What does that say? F, enter, plus, minus, brightness. Okay. Well, the advantage of getting 4, even if you've got the rest, is the extra routes. All your existing routes will obviously port over to 4. Unlocking on the right. Yeah, why doesn't this thing work then? Why is it allowing me to click things, but it doesn't actually do anything? What's the point of that? Why are you a thing? Thing? Why are you a thing? It's a camera screen. Well, unless it's going to be active, but so why? It's on. If I press F, you can see it gets slightly lighter. Doesn't even do anything. Hey, lock doors. Clap, clap, clap. Right, onwards. To the next place, which is Fieldkirk Amberg. Not Hamburg. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the lines so far. Hamburger. No, you've got pizza. I did actually fancy a burger this afternoon, but went on to the Just Eat app, other apps are available, and couldn't find one that I fancied. So I ended up with a chicken korma out the freezer at like 3 PM. Train. Yeah, still a little bit laggy. So although we've got on my better today, I still feel a bit ill, but I have eaten food, so yes, a little bit better. Hopefully back to normality tomorrow. Yeah, so I don't see why we got such a high line speed. Unless that's for trains that are not stopping at every station. Well, yeah, I've been scared to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Now, I'm going to read this as it's typed, and we'll see what sort of person the person that's just followed is. Untypical underscore gam3r underscore. Thank you very much for the follow. I see what you did there. Your E doesn't work on your keyboard, so you use the 3 instead. I see what you did. Must be really difficult to type words without an E working. GM3R is set as gamer. Okay, that's making things more confusing now. No, you can't just replace letters with numbers. That's not how it works. You can't just go right from now on. Every time I put the letter, does that work in like just in every other word? Because you didn't put because you put GM3R is said as gamer, so your E does work, but it obviously doesn't work when you typed your name in. This is getting really confusing. How does it work if you're trying to type any other sentence? If you've got to put a 3 now instead of an E every time? I'd get really confused by that. See, this is where new people follow. They're either slightly warped like the rest of us and hang around, or they leave. It's one of those. You know what it was. Okay. Anyway, where are we going now? Rankvile. Have I driven a Scotsman yet? Yes, last night. Failed. Well, no, I was doing okay. And then I ran a red light. Yes, I was on the rather boring Peterborough to Doncaster last night. I thought I'd get the worst one out the way as far as lines are concerned. We're working our way up. I think the best one's to come tomorrow because of dieselness. How is it? Scotsman's modelled really well. I will come back and do the 100-mile-an-hour challenge thing. I confused. It's not hard to confuse, Steve. In comes confused. We did it already. I think it's easy to do. Problem is, as I think Crispy said last night, once you've done it once, would you do it again? Probably not. But I think that's probably the same with a lot of the scenarios. You know, does anybody actually go back and do a scenario again? You've been enjoying it a lot. What? Peterborough to Doncaster? I think I'll go back and do it once we get, say, the 158. Once we get the HST, I think once there's more reasons to go back to it, I just think as a line, I prefer this sort of thing, little short commuter stops. I don't like the long, like 30-mile gaps between stations. So this is more my thing. Hi, Greg. Right, unlocking the doors on the right-hand side of the train. Don't try and exit on the left because the doors won't be unlocked. How am I doing today? Feeling a lot better. Not 100%, but feeling a lot better. Hopefully normal service resumes tomorrow. An anonymous gifter gave McBone a tier 1 sub. Thank you, anonymous gifter. That's a username. I bet that went quick. Locking doors. Doors are locking. So yes, tomorrow lunchtime I will be here again. I know for the next few weeks we'll be returning to my Saturday lunchtime streams. Having a couple of weeks of staying in, trying to save a bit of money. So tomorrow lunchtime we'll be here doing the American route, the Antelope Valley. Tomorrow night we're back with some trucking and tunes in ETS2, doing a convoy and playing songs, starting with the letter S for song. And then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm, and then back on Tuesday night with more of this, where we're going to have a look at the Naverka Dresden thing. And then Wednesday we'll have a play around with free roam. Well, we'll try a bit of free roam at the end of this stream. See if anybody's actually managed to get a train to go from one place to another place yet on a timetable route without mucking everything up. I couldn't go very far. Right, 1.5k to Sulzro this robot. In your Zoom, does your button description while sat down look blurry? Okay. And how do you share pics on Dovetail screenshot thingy? Don't know about sharing the pictures, and nothing's blurry for me. Oh, there is a branch line. What, on the Peterborough thing? I will have to go and investigate. On this. Oh, okay. You really have been on it all afternoon, haven't you? Been exploring. He's on it now. Of course he is. You've had nothing else to do. Well, until he ends up with a decent PC, he's restricted to doing this on the Xbox. So I do want to try this on console. Screenshots. I just hide the HUD and then use F12. Yeah, I think that dovetail thing, I think I would just take a normal screenshot. So yeah, just hide the thing and then get it right and then just use F12. I'd never had an issue with that. I see why. They want people to share their photos and stuff. Right, locking doors. Clap, clap, clap. Right, Klaus. Nice guy. And no, we didn't. Yeah, because Ethan managed to share a picture from the Xbox to Discord, unless he did it from the Xbox app on his phone. So we're getting away from the mountains now. There's mountains over there. There's mountains over there. I'd say no. Klaus is in 1.2 kilometers. Yeah, I'm liking this line. East Coast main line is laggy. Yeah, this is a little bit for me. Hopefully those will be worked out. I just want us to do 4-line runs, because I'll do a 4-line run on the American one tomorrow and see what that's like. Wow, yeah, I got to get used to these brakes. They are quite good. As brakes go, they are quite brakey. Not achy brakey. We're not doing line dancing here. Ooh, will that door open? I'm guessing not. Oh, it does. See, that's perfect. Look, people can just step off, and get right on the platform. That's fine. I can see how this reminds you of the DLR. That's a noise. Not as annoying as a noise you're going to hear tomorrow lunchtime in the American train. That goes off about every 23 seconds. Which is weird. But it is diesel, so it does sound nice. Clap, clap, clap. It tracks every route you've played and lists it. Oh, that's quite cool. Goat this. Oh god, has Ethan got a spreadsheet where he lists every route he does? Alright, 2.9k. That is quite... well, I think geeky is the word. That was a lot of lag. Or racing cars now. You need to work in an accounts department. Right, braking. You're going to wait until you can import Train Sim World 3 routes onto 4. It's 30 quid for cross city. Hey, we don't need to buy it again if you've already got it. And they should come across on the 26th. What day is that? Tuesday? Oh, you haven't got any UK routes. Ah, okay, that would explain it. Yes, hopefully when I stream this on Tuesday, the UK stuff will be over. I said we're going to do the Neverka Dresden thing on Tuesday. I'm going to do it on Wednesday then. We'll maybe try the HST on the Peterborough to Doncaster. See how that goes. Doors are now unlocking on the right hand side. Quite cool. There's a bus or buses there at the bus stop. Yeah, it's definitely very well done. I like the in-cab noise as well. Okay, that was a noise. Clap, clap, clap. I get claps when the doors close. Yay, doors are closing. Right, attach platform 2. Attach platform 2 to what? What are we attaching it to? Whatever it is, it's in 2.5 kilometers. Yeah, the lag you're seeing isn't the stream, by the way. It's the actual game. In case you're wondering. Attach it to Crispy to make him taller. Platform shoes, that'll sort that out. Right, go. So do we actually go up into the mountains or anything on this route? Well, yeah, he can just walk under the trucks without them being on jacks or anything. He just walks straight under. Ethan will struggle because I need to sit him on a little high chair when he's at the serving window at McDonald's. We all know that's where you're going to end up working. In 10 years' time, I'll randomly go to McDonald's somewhere in London and go, I recognise you. He needs his free lunches, indeed. It's definitely a very, I'm going to use the word, pretty line. Station staff at an underground station. I think I see Ethan as being station staff. I think he'd be one of those really helpful people on a platform, you know, directing people as to where they got to get the right train from and to, sending trains off and stuff. I think that's sort. It'd be one of those people that you'll hear about in like 40 years' time that has spent his whole career working at one station. Unlocking the doors on the right. There's a lot of little trees. They do put a lot of thought into the surrounding area around these stations. And I wonder how accurate, yeah, or a train guard. I wonder how accurate these stations actually are. You won't end up here. You're a Landon boy. You're going to be in Landon. Locked doors. Hey, I've done the lottery for tonight. If my lottery numbers come up. Yes, I removed it, Connor, because I didn't want it being shown. My lottery numbers come up tonight. I won't be in Swindon. Ethan doesn't sound like an old bloke's name. Well, it will in 50 years' time. It's like there'll be a lot of, you know, there was a lot of Kylies, wasn't there, back in the 90s and the 2000s. A lot of Harrys because of bloody Harry Potter. I don't know what the latest one will be. I don't know what the... I bet there's some kid out there called SpongeBob. Close the circuit breakers, draw power from the overhead line. Well, what have I been doing up until now? Yeah, I really wish this screen worked. Maybe I'll do that in an update. I don't understand the circuit breaker if I'd gone from overhead to third rail or something. When it switches to a different overhead system. But surely it should be just the same overhead system. Why keep changing it? You can't watch TVs while you're driving. No, that's true. Put a bit of Netflix on there. Or if anybody wants something good to watch on Netflix, by the way, I wasn't sure with the first episode, but it's getting a lot better. A piratey type show called One Piece. Very good. I watched another episode of it this afternoon. I really must do that. TV show Discord. Maybe tomorrow while I'm bored. Right, unlocking doors on the right. So, how many have we got to go? Dornburn, hang on, Dornburn, Hatteldorf, Dornburn, Schuren, Dornburn, okay. Hasselstauden, Schwarzach, why do you swear? Wolfhurt, Lautrach, Bregenz, Riedenberg, and Bregenshafen, Lockau, Hurlbrands, and then Lindau. Locking doors. Doors are locking. The poor German language. I did German. Didn't have to pronounce station names though as part of that. Das ist mein Glockenspiel. That's about all I can say. That's my Glockenspiel. Glockenspiel. But all I can say in German. Das Hund. The dog. Guten Tag. Yeah. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Do you speak German? Which is no good, because I don't. Well, because if I'm ever in Germany and I'm with my Glockenspiel and I'm next to another Glockenspiel and someone asks me which is mine, I can then say das ist mein Glockenspiel. Because, you know, it could happen. I don't know. I could buy one. I bet they sell them. I could play the xylophone, actually. I bet they sell them on Amazon. I bet you can buy a Glockenspiel. When will I be in Germany? I've been to Belgium. When do I leave the country? Okay, just because I haven't left the country for a number of years. 10? No. 6 years ago, I think. Last time I left the country. Maybe 7 years ago. I went to Spain. On the cruise, on the ferry thing. Is it any time soon I leave the country? You're trying to get rid of me? I can. I had to dig my passport out today. Knusbrig. Well, there you go. Take Ethan with you. He hasn't got a passport. There is a Trabant. That was two-stroke, and they're pretty much made of, well, you can't really call it paper mache, but they're made of like a recycled material. But yeah, they were two-stroke. So really smelly, really low-speed things. Quite a cult following now. That's a lot of lag. Someone that works at Trabant is trying to restore. Yeah, they're worth money. A guy I follow on YouTube. Brilliant car channel, by the way. Aging Wheels. He's got a Trabant and a Reliant Robin, and he's in America. £17.49 for a 13-note Glockenspiel. That's going to be cheap though. If you want to buy a Glockenspiel, you want a decent one. There's a lot of lag on this route. Welcome to Random Chat Friday. See, proves I know things as well. I'm not stupid as crispy looks. $64.99. We're getting there. Realise you're going to have Glockenspiels in your Amazon search history. Hey, wait till tomorrow night when I'm hopefully feeling back to 100%. That's a lot of lag. If that's not a euphemism, what is? Nothing worse than sticking your bolt in a non-threaded hole. Unlocking doors on the right. What? And you, Stephen, me. I'd be the bolt, says Trent. Imagine living here with those mountains as a backdrop. That must be so nice. Locking doors. Right, Dornbin. Or Dornburn. Dornburn Shoren. That's definitely a place. 100%. Tomorrow, by the way, back at lunchtime with more Train Sim World 4. As if you haven't had enough of it already. Where I'm doing the Antelope Valley route. That will be at midday or 12 o'clock, whichever's closer. Tomorrow night, some trucking and tunes. Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm. I'm only farming for a couple of weeks. And then back on Tuesday with more Train Sim World 4. And Wednesday. Next Thursday, though, maybe OMSI. And next Friday, the return of balls. It's been a few weeks. In a couple of weeks' time, we've got Forza Motorsport. So that's going to play a little part. I am really looking forward to that. That might be a weekly streaming thing for a while. Might be Forza Fridays for a while. Did my brain stop halfway through that? Yeah. I'm still tired. I've had no energy for the last 2 days. I actually unplugged my alarm clock. Well, Thursday morning at 4 a.m. I unplugged the alarm clock after I got up, logged into my work laptop, put my out of office on, text my boss to say I wouldn't be in, then went back to bed and unplugged my alarm clock. And I unplugged it last night as well when I went to bed. But forgot that I've got the lamp by the side of my bed set to come on at 10 to 7 in the morning. So this morning I got woken up at 10 to 7 by a really bright light next to the bed. So that went well. Was it my cooking? I don't know. I think it's just a bug. It just came on like Wednesday lunchtime. A couple of dashes to the to the toilet at work without being too crude, and just didn't feel right after that. And it's only today that I've actually eaten. Handily only found out at lunchtime when my boss texted me to see if I heard from my driver that he was off sick as well today, which has caused us a lot of problems at work, but hey ho. So whether there is the bug, and I don't normally do sick. Mentally, yes. Obviously I've had days off work with depression, but don't normally do ill. I normally just battle on through. So hopefully tomorrow all is good. Maybe not mentally, because that's never going to be right. I'm never going to be fixed. But I want to be able to eat. Dawnburn is next. I haven't had any jelly babies since Tuesday. I don't know why this is lagging. I'm going to check out my settings tomorrow and make sure my drivers and stuff are up to date. Because Train Sim World 3 was never this laggy. I've never had this before. And if other people are getting lag as well, it shows that it's not me. I reckon it could be a graphics card thing, that it's just not optimized for my graphics card. I don't want to turn down graphics settings because I shouldn't have to. Been watching YouTube channel Jetlag. Highly recommend it if you like sort of travel stuff with a bit of a twist. This latest series has been focusing around sort of France and going into Germany. I updated my graphics card a week ago, but I will check again tomorrow. Yeah, it made me realise how good the French train system seemed to be. Really makes me want to go travelling. So yeah, I definitely need to set up this other Discord, don't I? I need like a YouTube section as well. Stop at Hasselstauden. That's the one. Get on with it. Yeah, I've got some ideas as to what I want and how I want to do it. And then it's just the problem is then how do I promote it? I might have to do a live stream, just a just chatting stream, and discuss the new Discord and put the Discord on screen and go through things.
Yeah.
Ryan, thanks so much for the follow. Right, 1.7k is the next one. I say when we get to the end of the line, which is then into Germany, this is the first dovetail route that crosses borders. We'll look and see what scenarios there are, but then maybe we'll try and spawn a train and see if it'll let us take a train back. I've never managed it, mainly because I couldn't get the 323 started as well. I did put the 323 on, but couldn't get like the pantograph up and the power on, so I couldn't actually move it anywhere. So the only thing I actually managed to get moving was a class 66, but then the signals failed me, and so I couldn't actually get to where I wanted to go. So I think the free roam does need a little bit of work. It'd be nice when you did it if it actually gave you a list of the stations on the line you're on, and you could actually just pick which ones you wanted to stop at. And then it just did that, rather than you've got to click on the place on the map. And finding the stations on the map isn't easy. Well, for me. You've wanted to travel to Chernobyl. Yeah, it's a bit safer to travel there now. You still got to be really careful though. Lots of YouTube content on people going there, but at the moment trying to get there, I wouldn't. Unlocking doors to the right. So I've been watching cruising videos because I've been not feeling great the last couple of days. I've been watching a lot of content from one like channel, and made me realise how cheap cruises can be. You got 4 more days. What to wait? Yes, Tuesday for those that didn't get the deluxe version. I quite like that they did that, but I don't know. I think it would have been better if, in theory, they let the people that have the deluxe version get it early, but then have everything. and then just put the standard version, maybe not 4 days or 5 days later, maybe a couple of days. But I know that's the reasoning for trying to get people to do the deluxe version and pre-order it. But don't worry, once we've gone through the routes in this, normal service will resume. I will go back and go through the old routes again, but obviously we'll have more in the mix now. So a normal rotation will start again, and for the next few weeks anyway, probably the whole of October, Saturday lunchtime streams are coming back. You're on NVIDIA card, so you shouldn't be getting too much lag. Make sure your graphics drivers are up to date. But so I'm getting lag, and I'm on a 6800 XT. It is only a 1050. I need to install it on my laptop because my laptop's a 1050. Although someone at work was trying to sell me a gaming laptop the other day, spent £2,500 on it 2 years ago, and was trying to sell it to me for 750 quid. I said to him I'd speak to him the following morning, and then wasn't in yesterday. So he's probably sold it by now. We're arriving in this place, Schwarzach. What respects? I didn't get to speak to him because it was literally at the end of the day. I was like, what are you doing? So I'm trying to sell my laptop on Facebook Marketplace. I said, why are you doing that? So if he's not sold it by Monday, I'll speak to him. But yeah, it was, he said it cost him £2,500. So it must be pretty high spec, but a couple of years old. So the most that's probably going to be is a 1080. So it's probably a 1080 with, I don't know, some M2s in there, 32 or 64 gig of RAM. So, I don't know. I don't need another gaming laptop, but I thought if it was a bargain. Locked doors. I've got to get my streaming PC sorted out. It could be a 2080 or something like that, yeah. A GT 710? Jesus Christ, that's old, isn't it? Or is that new? Yeah, it's very old. Yeah, I've got a 970 in my old rig. I don't know what that is now, in the other room. That would barely run anything. You know, if you're looking at old graphics cards, I would say the minimum you'd want to be going for to run anything at a half decent spec is going to be a 1050. 1080 ideally, because that'll do 4K quite happily. I mean, you can still pick them up at a reasonable price. My old gaming rig is, what, 6 years old now, which is now my streaming rig temporarily. That's got a 1080 in it. $280. 280 or 28? It's 28. That's cold. That's cold. That's a lot of lag. Right, apparently a wolf's been hurt down here. 444. 444 what? How's it feel? Well, laggy is my first impression. Yeah, I did get a lot of lag on Peter with the Doncaster last night. The free roam's really good. The fact that you can spawn trains in anywhere. The volumetric fog apparently is better. I haven't seen any of that yet. What else is different? The routes are actually quite good. I quite like this route. Peterborough to Doncaster has done quite well. I am looking forward to doing the American route tomorrow because that's 2 and a bit hours long. And the diesel unit in that sounds really good. The biggest thing for me is something that isn't out yet, but is coming from Just Trains in a couple of months' time. And that's going to be a UK route around Blackpool, which includes the Pacer. Oh, am I looking forward to that one. There will be a lot of Pacer action when that comes out. Lauteract next in 2.6k. I'm interested to see, obviously when we cross the border, because it's Europe, there isn't like, we're not going to stop at a border crossing or anything. We were saying this yesterday. We still don't know if you'll be allowed to extend a dovetail route. We are going to try the Vectron thing as well next week, because that comes with a deluxe. That thing there, which is an electric freight loco, but it can haul passengers with it as well, I think. We don't know yet if Dovetail are allowing people to extend their routes. I don't know what the official wording is. This is very laggy. Yeah, there won't be. It's an open border because it's Europe. Well, again, with the spawn thing, you could spawn some carriages, spawn the loco, back the carriages up to the loco, and then do it yourself. Oh yeah, there was a hell of a deal for Train Sim World 3 on Humble Bundle a few months ago. That was one heck of a bargain. Even Dovetail are promoting it. I think it's unusual if they would do it again. Right, 1k to go. Yeah, I'm really liking this route. It doesn't feel like it's been over an hour either, because of the frequency of the stations. Yeah. Hi Daniel. How's Train Sim World 4? For me, laggy. But enjoyable. I'm enjoying this route more than I did Peterborough to Doncaster. There we go. I always knew Peterborough to Doncaster wasn't going to be exciting. Just for me. A lot of people were asking for a high-speed route. So I think that's what they got. Sorry, I'll have a drink when I stop. So I've got the ability to speak. Yeah, this is good. You know, a couple of kilometres between stations, which is good. What? Peterborough? Yeah, I wasn't in the best of frames of mind yesterday because I wasn't feeling well. I will go back to Peterborough to Doncaster, so I'm looking forward to doing it at HST. You know, might do that next Wednesday. I had that with the Edinburgh to Glasgow, didn't I? When I first did Edinburgh to Glasgow, I didn't like it. And then did it again and liked it. So sometimes first impressions aren't always the best. Yeah. It is just long, high speed. And well, I said this yesterday. I said if people were to then extend that, if we can, and then do a route from London to Edinburgh, would you actually want to do that? Would anybody want to sit there for 5 hours at those speeds with 30 miles between stations? I don't think I would. a stopping service in the Pacer, if you're stopping at every single station, bring it on. Wow, this is a bit enclosed now, isn't it? We've got big fences up either side. Come on, sort yourself out, game. Thank you. Imagine living the other side of these fences, just looking out your window at this fence. Oh God, over the river though. I meant to do that. Yeah, it does look really good. I'm impressed with this route. So we will try a scenario when we get to the end. Braking. Yeah, I like this sort of thing where you got frequent stops. I haven't really done the S-Bahn that much, have I? I need to do some of the non-UK stuff that's got quite good. We did the New York to Trenton the other week. That's quite good. I do want to do, and I haven't done it yet, because one of my many things that I probably won't do, is I wanted to do a spreadsheet of when I last did each route, because there's some of them I haven't done in a long time, because I keep just going around the UK ones. So maybe with 2 streams a week for the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks, maybe I can fit a few in that I haven't done in a long time. Maybe even a bit of freight. I know. If they added York to Newcastle, well, problem is we all want, King's Cross to Peterborough would have been nice. I know why they did Doncaster to Peterborough, or Peterborough to Doncaster, because of the whole Flying Scotsman thing. But I think everyone wishes they'd have done the next bit. So that's why, again, I'm hopeful that they will let people extend their routes, so that you could then extend on from Doncaster. I think going into King's Cross would be difficult because from a modelling point of view, to be honest, I wouldn't even care if it was that accurate. I wouldn't care, and I don't think a lot of people would, if you copied and pasted stations. If someone just made that route longer and copied and pasted a station, put it at the right distance to the next station, and just gave it the name, no one would care. To be honest, if someone made a fictional route, what's that one in Train Sim Classic that's actually quite good, the fictional one? If someone did a fictional route in this, and just you ended up with the same station every 5 miles or 4 miles, but was like a 3-hour route, Marsdenshire, that's the one. That's quite good. So if someone did that in this, would anybody care? I wouldn't. So just give us a fictional route. I'm not even bothered if the scenery is too fantastic either side of the track. So, it's just, straight track, couple of bends. Some interesting scenery. Maybe something with some sidings so you can do a bit of shunting. A port maybe. A bit of a town or a couple of little villages. So, give us a big fictional area we can just go and do what we like. If you want to do a high speed bit, there's a high speed bit. If you want to do the little branch line, there's a branch line. If you want to do some shunting, there's a freight yard. Someone's got to have the ability to do that, surely. Or a group or something. I don't care if it's real. Because that Marsdenshire's, or Shire, depending how you're pronouncing it, is really good. I think we are in a non-real world anyway, but we're in a non-real world trying to simulate the real world. Because these are actual stations, and I'm guessing, you know, actual place names and stuff, and they're trying to get this as accurate as they can. So the route length, you know, scale is 1-to-1. Clap, clap, clap. So you must be coming to the border soon. Bregenshafen. Yeah, I need to try and find out. I might even ask in the Discord server that I'm in for Dovetail as to if there is any official wording on whether people can extend their routes, because I really hope so. Yeah, you do need SCR for Train Sim World, and as I said last night, being able to add in trains into a timetable almost lends itself to multiplayer, because being able to slot another train into an existing timetable and have the AI just work themselves out, it does lend itself to multiplayer. I wonder if we'll get that in Train Sim World 5, which you've got to wait a year for. You notice in this, nothing's been done of the guard thing, unless that's going to come again in a future UK map. Because don't forget, the next 12 months, between official Dovetail stuff and third-party stuff, we're going to get, I think, 4, maybe 5 more UK routes. Once a month, we're going to get 12 new routes for this in the next 12 months. So once a month, we're going to get new routes. On average. So we're going to get a lot of content, which is great. And the fact that third-party developers can now develop their own maps for it is brilliant. Yeah, so I think that's just going to be, whether that'll be a, I don't know, a midlife update, whether that'll just be something they'll just drop as a, even as a DLC. If they said, right, here's the Guard DLC for Train Sim World 4, install this for 15 quid, whatever, and it enables Guard mode on any service. People would go, yeah, I love that. They get more money. Which I know some people complain about the fact they're making more money. Right, Lockauer Huerbrands, which I think is the point after this then, is where we enter Germany. So, does the signalling system change? I'm guessing it will. So we're by the side of a, I'm guessing this is a river type thing. Estuary. What are these little huts then? Are they like fishing huts or something? I'm guessing they're actually there. Piers. What, Morgan? I see a single line now. I do like a single line. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that they could have done or they could do to make money that they don't take advantage of. I think they don't realise that the community would pay for either features or extra things. I really hope, you know, this is an hour and a half long route, time-wise. Not a quick route, granted. say the American one we're doing tomorrow is over 2 hours long. So whether that's just them experimenting, seeing if people want longer routes. Obviously the Peterborough to Doncaster is the longest in distance that they've done at 80 miles. So the American one's going to be the longest time-wise. This is the first one that crosses a border. So there's lots of firsts in this. Lag as it spins round. Yeah, I will check my graphics drivers before tomorrow's stream to make sure I'm up to date with everything. Right, so this is the penultimate stop, I think. Yeah, Lindau is next on the latest drivers. Odd then.
Hello there.
Right, Lindau, 4.9k. So at some point between here and there, we're going to cross into Germany. So it'd be interesting to see if the signalling system does change. Looks foreign, that. Austrian. And a very good route. A very good route. Austrian for now. So will we get a neutral section of the overhead then? Because surely the cables aren't going to go all the way between Austria and Germany. There's going to be a break, isn't there? Because the Germans aren't going to want to pay the Austrians a bit of bill. Don't know why I slowed down then. Well, I'm actually going to take this a little bit slower just to see. Okay. If we can see the point where we switch. Well, that's different on the pillars, isn't it? That's got 5.2. Is that German? 5.0. So are we now in Germany? Yeah, so that's is back there then, is where we changed. So it must be just outside that station, is where the border is. So we are now in Germany with lag. Right, 3.3k to go. So yes, where it told us to close the circuit breaker was the point where we switched. We're now on German electricity, more efficient. Yeah, I've never seen any other route as laggy as these two. Well, no, it's European and there's no real border. There'll just be a sign on the road saying "Welcome to Germany." Like Wales to the UK and Scotland to England, exactly. Or Germany into France into Belgium, if you've ever driven that. Right, so what we'll try and do once we've done the 4-line run, let's see if we start a scenario, start a timetabled route in Lindau, going back the other way. Can we then spawn in another train and use that? Obviously, something with an overhead. Oh, hang on. I wonder if we can spawn in the Azuma. And try that. And see what it does. Let me try the spawn thing first. Well, yeah, because I tried spawning in the 323 the other day, and in like Grantham or something like that, and couldn't actually get it going. The only thing I could get going was a 66, but then red light stopped me. So you spawn a train in, you set where you want to go, and then it should work out the pathing for you. The AI then would take over the train that I'm in, and in theory, you should just be able to slot in. Depends how many tracks there are this end, and if there's a way of it being able to route me. But said, so all I got held up with, so all I got stopped by before was red lights. Looks like we've got enough tracks here. That's some lag. Oh, loads of room. Right, so we've made it to the end of the line. 4-line run has been achieved. Let's see now if we can spawn a train in on one of these other tracks and go back the other way. What can possibly go wrong with that? A lot can go wrong with that. Because my thought was that if you could, thing is you can't teleport within the map, because otherwise I could have put a train here, got out of this, got another train and gone back again. But you can't do that yet. Whether you will be able to in the future, I don't know. Right, so let's go to the timetable. So let's do so we'll find the Lindau. Right, Lindau to Bludenz. So we'll do the whole run again and we'll get started. So we'll as though we're going to do the route back. Okay, but we won't set this train up. What we'll do is we'll get out. really confuse the passengers by leaving. And then what we'll do is down here, okay, we'll spawn an 801. Will it let me? Yeah, 801. 5 car loaded, spawn. Right. There we go. Oh, that doesn't like that. Oh, wow, that took a long time to sort itself out. Okay. So now, if we run down here, you have to put your heating on. Mine was on yesterday. Yeah, mind the gap between the train and the platform. Right, so if we get in this. Yes, right. So now the AI is going to take over the other train that I was just in. So we click on the map, we click on our train, and we set the path. So we want to go. Oh, there's that little branch line. Hang on. Well, let's do this as an experiment then, shall we? Let's see if we can go. I'm guessing this is the platform here, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Now, let's set that as my destination. Lustenau, platform 2 in 11 kilometers. We've got a red. So let's set the train up as you would do normally. We'll open the doors. We didn't need to open the doors because it's telling us not to do that anyway. So forward. The AI is now sodding off in the train that I should have been in. So we've not got our pantograph up, so we need to do that, don't we? See, this is the problem I had. Hang on, we've got no electric. Hang on, we've got no overheads here. Okay, so this could be an issue then, couldn't it? So we might have to go. Is it going to let me start the diesel? No. See, this is the problem I had the other day. Isn't it one of these? Hold this 10 seconds. Hang on. Yeah, I've got no power. What I should have done is spawned it on the other. Right, hang on. Right, it's what we'll do then. Hang on. Let's do a thing. Let's go to this. Remove that train. Let's go over here. We'll spawn the same thing. There we go. Once the game catches up, there we go. That's frozen. Let it go. Let it go. Right. In theory, now we should have overhead. Hang on. Next station stop, Swindon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? Dovetail? Destination Paddington, Chippenham to Swindon. Do what now? Is that a hint to something? Colour me intrigued. Wow, that's, considering I'm from Swindon. Right, press pantograph up, push button to use pantograph to allow the system to take power. And this is the bit that wouldn't work last time. See, this is the problem. Oh no, pantograph is up. Okay. I've pushed the pantograph up button. See, this is the problem I had. It won't let you power up a train. So my only option is to go diesel, which is why I'm waiting for the diesel stuff to be ported across, because we got no diesel locos on this. Swindon though, that's interesting. Right, so what have we got that we could actually spawn? We've got the 323, but we can't use that because that's electric. The only thing we've got is steam or the 66 that's diesel. Let's try the Scotsman. I've got to keep moving forward now until such a point as it will actually let me spawn it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have chosen such a long train. Okay. This isn't letting me spawn a train. Okay, maybe not the Scotsman then. See, this is the problem. Once we can get access to all the diesel stuff, it's fine because you're not restricted. I don't know why it won't let me use the electric in an electric train. Is it because the 801's not designed to go from cold, or is it just the fact that it won't let you cold start a train? No, the Zuma was diesel as well, but have we got anything? So yeah, it's only thing we've got that's diesel is the hang on, no, we've got the, hang on, this could be interesting. I was going to try the American thing, but that's not letting me spawn that either. I think it's the height. Hang on, let's just try the 66. Oh, it could be that. Ah, hang on then. Right, hang on. Let's try the American thing then. Right. There we go. Don't forget, we're still on a timetable scenario. So let's go and climb aboard this thing. Remember, I get in the thing down here in the little cupboard. We're the wrong way round, really. Okay. So now we click on us, set path. So if we do this round to that little branch again, So we say there, confirm. Right, so it now knows where we're going. We've now got to get this thing set up. Right, there's a changeover switch, isn't there? Cab setup switch. Okay, hang on. Okay. Engine runs on run. Fuel pumps on. We should be good now. Is there a... Yep. Reverser handles into forward. Brakes are on. Set brakes to cut in. That's there. I'll open the window. Right, in theory, because this is one, the engine's at the back. Right, in theory then, we should be able to close passenger doors. Oh, God's sake. Okay. I've closed the passenger doors. Lock right. Why isn't it closing the passenger doors? They're all hang on. They're all closed apart from the one I got in. Okay, hang on. Okay. Okay, now is it done them all? Okay, this isn't easy, is it? Down the no, down a little gap. Thank you. Right, we're moving. Right, so we've got this massive, great big American thing now. So this is where it's going to be interesting to be able to put your own train in a timetable on any route. This is the weird end of the train because that's the noisy end. With all the hissing. But in theory, we should still get AI trains coming towards us. It should set the pathing right because we told it where we want to go. You can add another stop in. There's not a hybrid. It just means you're controlling that engine from this end. So that engine's pushing you basically rather than pulling you, and you're just controlling it remotely. But yeah, this thing's flipping. Oh, we got no. Oh God, is there any low bridges? Because we're quite close to the overhead wires. If we got a low bridge or something, we're screwed. But yeah, this is going to be more interesting and more fun when I get all the diesels over. Unless you eventually know how to start an electric from cold. So this is tomorrow's train. I think this would be quite amusing on the Doncaster to Peterborough. Well, yeah, the thing is, underground stock won't work. So the 32, I didn't actually still see the 323 in that list. Because, well, it won't work anyway because you can't start it. Because I tried that last weekend. Oh, it was in there, was it? Because that's got overhead. But again, it was from cold, and it's knowing how to start it from cold. You've done the exact same thing. You have destination Paddington, next station stop Swindon. I wonder if that's where they took photos of the cab. But no, because why would you? You wouldn't put it in, would you? Unless that was something they were intending on doing. I wonder if that means that we are going to get the 800. And they're going to do... what would be an hour? Bristol to Didcot? Temple Meads, Reading to Bristol? Is that an hour? Just over? Maybe. Temple Meads is quite an iconic station. Swindon to Bristol. Time wise, 40 minutes. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, I think. Well, you should know this. We did that last weekend. Swindon to Bristol. And then Bristol back to Swindon. It was about 50 minutes, wasn't it, from Temple Meads back. So about an hour and 20 minutes, I suppose. Swindon to Cardiff. Thing is, the good thing on that route is you've got the box tunnel into Bath. Bath's good. Well, no, because we've already got London to Reading. You realise that distance isn't going down either. You notice our distance to our destination isn't going down. It still says 11 kilometres. Why isn't that reduced? Oh no, 10. Oh, there we go. It is going down now. So an hour and 10 minutes. Oh yeah, of course it's direct, isn't it? Because it's over at an angle. Okay, it will start dropping now. That's a bit close to the edge of the station. Maybe I should have done this from the other end. Should take a screenshot of that and go, is this going to happen then, Dovetail? Reworked London to Reading, then Reading to Bristol extension. Yeah, a more modern version of London to Reading rather than set in the time scale that it is currently. So we can use the 800. And then Reading to Bristol as an add-on. And yes, the ability to link the two. So you could then do, if you own both bits, London to Bristol. Because that's iconic GWR route. Oh yeah, so you could have, yeah, they'd have to do it electrified then, wouldn't they? Which is what, 2017-ish? So yeah, you're still having HSTs and the IETs. Alright, so we're going to sod off onto this branch line at some point. So it definitely shows that you can spawn a train into a timetable route. Okay, we're on a single track now, so we're not getting much coming the other way. But it does work. Oh no, we got a red. full brake. We're not going to stop. I was forgetting it was a separate brake lever. Well, it's odd that it's in the train, because that's going to be the same cab, isn't it? In the 800. It's still going to have the diesel thing, although it'll be electric all the way. Don't forget we're in Germany, Austria, we're somewhere. It doesn't work the same as the UK. So it's going to be interesting. Oh, here comes a train. It's going to be interesting now when we get the green. This will show how well it's working with the AI. So were we waiting for that train? Oh, camera collisions. So now we got to wait. So this will be the bit. This is the bit before when I've done this. It's held me at a red for no reason. So there must be something else that we're waiting for. Let's have a look at the track. So we're there on that red. That's our path. Ah, yeah, train coming the other way. There we go. So there's a train coming the other way. So as soon as that comes through, we should be good to go. If this works, then it does show that the free roam thing is actually quite good. Even if we have got the engine the other end, it'd been much cooler if it had been this end. Just waiting on that train coming down now. So yeah, this is the thing we're going to be in tomorrow on the American map. Right, here comes the train. So are we going to get the green, or is that AI train going to get the green? Its front lights are on. No, this train's getting it. So we got to wait for this now. Well, once he clears the next signal, we should be allowed to go. Just like in real life, sat waiting for reds. This is intriguing. It does show you can just chuck a train into a timetable and it should sort itself out. So you reckon that... Oh, camera collisions. You reckon that one down there is going to go next? And yes, we are an American train. I just spawned it in. I'm going to have so much enjoyment with this when I can get the HSTs and everything else in. Imagine chucking a pacer in the middle of doing like London Commuter and just spawn a pacer in. Right, we still got reds. Let's look at the map again. So that's us. That's the red we've got. That's the route we want to take. That's green now. And then that's red. So we've got a red in front of us. Then there's a green. Then it's two reds. Then another green. So where did that train sod off to? Oh, another train coming the other way. Yeah, that's why. Tris, thanks very much for the subscription. 17 of the months. That's many of the months. Thank you very much indeed, Tris. And hello. Right, so we're waiting on another train to come down then. Well, yeah, I just put in a destination, didn't I? This is how it's routed me. How many days till Christmas? It's a very good question. We'll find out while waiting. Alexa, how many sleeps till Christmas?
It's 94 sleeps until Christmas. Santa has a Christmas cracker joke he wants to share with us.
What did Mrs. Claus say to me when she looked up in the sky?
I don't know.
We got the green.
Looks like reindeer.
Another cracking joke, Santa.
Come back tomorrow for another Christmas update.
Right, well, we got the green. I'm definitely intrigued. If this works, it does show, it just slots you in and the AI will work around you. So yeah, the fun you can have just sticking a random train in. I think the ability to try and start an electric if you've got overheads, but on any route then you could stick in your 166 or your HST. Right, so swapping over the lines. Right, we've got another red coming up. Hopefully that changes to a green, or it's going to keep us going. I'm intrigued to see how this works on like London to Brighton. It's a shame we're not at the noisy end, but that's tomorrow. Alright, past this green, then we got a red. Oh, now we got a green. Okay, so we got two greens. I'm keeping it slow though. So this is going off down the little branch line with a lot of lag. That's why I'm only going slowly. So you could put another stop in here if you wanted to. So you can add a go via, but it only lets you stop at one destination. So the go vias will just be go vias. Eventually, hopefully, it did say you could daisy chain them. So whether you actually put more than one station, so you could click on every station along the route. I wonder if it'll let you do that. I'm going to speed up a little bit now. God, that thing sounds good. Alright, so at some point down here then we're going to turn off. Yeah, I think this free roam thing is going to be very interesting. I think it's a better way than just setting up a custom scenario, because you get the timetable trains as well. So you just spawn in, spawn a train on the track next to you if you can, and then take control of that, set that where you want to go, and off you go. Alright, this is the little branch line down here then, with all the lag. Blimey. Come on, thank you. So if this is single track all the way to the end, it must be clear. The only thing we're going to have a problem with is if there's a train down here that then can't come out. Unless there is a passing point, or it will wait in the station. So you could have an opportunity here where we'll meet a train coming the other way. Well, we won't, because there'll be a block between us, but... Did you install the 4 gig patch? No, but could be doing OMSI on Thursday. So I need to make sure I redo that. Yeah, this is interesting. This makes it a lot more interesting, being able to just truck random trains in. I'm now intrigued as to see whether, when my Train Sim World 3 routes port across on Tuesday, whether I will then get lag in those in 4. I'm going to see what lag I get tomorrow in the Antelope Valley one. I will make sure everything's up to date before tomorrow. I'll update my drivers and stuff. But yeah, this is oh yeah, longer routes in this will be brilliant. It's quite a cool little branch line. I almost like the fact that you've got to wait for the signals now, because you're an extra train. It needs a little bit of time to sort itself out. London to Bristol. That was... The fact that it said Swindon, it's just like, really? Is that a clue? Well, they've hinted at it. I think it's almost logical that we get the 800. It doesn't need to be bi-mode to run as far as Bristol. It can stay on electric. So you wouldn't need that. Not all the way. Temple Meads is electric. Changes power at Chippenham. Well, in that case, that makes it more interesting. Yeah, that's logical, isn't it then, isn't it? To actually have it as bi-mode. So you go to Chippenham, you change to diesel. I watched that on the video I watched yesterday with the train going from Paddington to Hereford. When he got to Didcot, before Didcot, he changed to diesel. It's quite an interesting video as well, because he overlaid, where the Reading sections changed with that flyover bit, he overlaid old footage of the same bit of track, so you could see how it had changed. And it's really interesting because every like offshoot of track, there's a little thing on the screen where he showed you that's what's down there, this is what's down there. He had the speed limit of the track in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. I ended up just sat mesmerised by it. I did fall asleep for a little bit because it was just that drum of the train noise, but really interesting. Right, we've got a red coming up here in less than 2k. Well, that's the end of the platform. Okay. Yeah, remind me after the stream, Ethan. It was a really interesting video. I haven't watched it all yet because it goes Paddington to Hereford. Right, let's slow it down then. So, is this actually going to end this when we get there? Or is it going to let me get out? And could I potentially then spawn another train in and go back again? I'm definitely intrigued by this because if it now, well, yeah, I could just get out. Well, it depends. If this ends, then maybe not. Okay, you're not seeing it in 4K or anything, Ethan. Right, objective complete. Yours is running in 4. You got 4K TV then? Then your TV was 4K. Right, okay. So we've arrived here. Let's get out. Okay, let's spawn something here. What have we got? We're on overhead. We know we can't start the 323 because it's electric and it won't let me. It's got to be the Scotsman then, isn't it? But it won't let me do that because obviously this track's in demand. There's something else that's about to use it. That's a pain. What I could do, hang on, can I just despawn this? Oh, hang on, there's another track over here. Hang on, let's try this. No, it's not going to let me, is it? I could just despawn that. Right, let's try this then. No, it's not letting me, is it? I don't know why. It's too long. Hang on, right, okay. See, we're in the 323. Pantograph's up. But I couldn't get this thing going. Nothing. Oh, no, we're just rolling. Yeah, so we got nothing. Which is really weird. I don't know how. We can start this from cold. That's the problem. And that's the issue with electric trains, isn't it? We can't necessarily start it from cold. So what we'll do is we'll go oh, maybe not. No, it's just a cab, and it's just a cab. Where's the other? Right, come on. It's a long time to think about it before it actually lets me have control back. Come on, game. You can do it. Or if I now crash... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's the same thing again. We're at the wrong end. I don't know how I can spawn that train round the other way. Okay. Maybe have a play around with this tomorrow when we do the American route, because I want to be spawned at the other end, but I don't know how to turn the train around because it spawns this way round and not the other way round. And yeah, I really need to try and work out how to start the 323 and why electric trains won't start when you're in spawn mode. Oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Wow, it's the first time I've had that. Obviously it didn't like something. Wow, okay. Well, we are going to get bugs. It is new. That's probably a good time to end. Anyway, as we've done the whole run in the S-Bahn Vorarlberg line, which I'm really impressed by, and had a bit of a play around with free roam. Probably won't get a chance to do free roam again tomorrow because the American route... Wow, I didn't like that, does it? Okay. Yep, we'll skip that for now. Yeah, the American route is 2.25 hours long. We want that one. And there we go. LA Union to Lancaster, 2 hours and 11 minutes long. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We'll spawn in so you can get a bit of a spoiler as to what you can expect tomorrow lunchtime when I will be here. Right here. Is that exactly where I am now? In that lovely beastie. With all its dieselness. So LA Union Station to Lancaster is going to be tomorrow. I shall really look forward to that. But there we go. We will end there. Say more of this back tomorrow lunchtime. Tomorrow night back with some trucking and tunes. Some ETS2 starting in Cardiff and going somewhere. It may go back across to Ireland and up into Scotland. That's tomorrow night. And then Sunday back on the farm. And then back on Tuesday with more of this. Looking at the improved Naverka Dresden line. And then back on Wednesday, we may try the HST then on Peterborough to Doncaster. see how that goes and see if we can put some other diseasely stuff on that route. We will see. That's coming up next week. So there we go. So thanks to you, Line Chat, for keeping me company for the last 2 hours and 20 minutes. And to these people as well. Thanks to Ryan Gaming and Untypical Gamer for following. Trent McBone and Tris for resubscribing. One of those thanks to the anonymous gifter. And to the moderation team for doing absolutely sod all as normal. Thank you very much for that indeed. There we go. I will be back tomorrow at midday. Probably just before because it's me. With some more of this. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.